Hey, how's everyone doing today? Today I want to do my own version of a gutter guard, and I noticed I don't like to do videos that other people have covered, but I think that everyone has done kind of their own take on this, and mine will be my own take on it. I hope I'm not really just overlapping and copying anybody, but if you all seen these commercials for these companies selling different products to keep leaves out of your gutter, and it is annoying. And I haven't done my gutter cleaning since before last winter, after most of the leaves were down, I believe. So I don't know what's up there right now. This isn't a giant house. It's a ranch. It's probably about 56 feet long, and not sure how the width of it that way. But anyway. I don't know if I have enough product to do the whole thing. It doesn't matter. I'll get more if I run out, but I wanted to start making this video because today is a good day. It's been really hot and dry for several days, and I shouldn't have any moisture in the rain gutters right now, so I'm going to go up there and clean it. Now, I'm going to use a blower to do it, and a couple things about going on the roof. It can be really dangerous. The ladder itself could be really dangerous if you have the ladder standing too straight up, if you're not used to climbing ladders. Once you're on the roof, the pitch of the roof, mine isn't so bad. It's probably like that. It's doable. Still, you have to be very careful. And if you're not comfortable with being on a roof or not used to it, or your roof has too much of a pitch, you really should stay off it. And I'll give you an example of falling off the roof with stupidity. I think it was the blizzard of '96 up north here. I live in New Jersey. There was so much snow so quickly, and it kept snowing. I went out and cleared a driveway. I thought, wow, that's a lot of snow. Cleared it again, and then the next day there was approximately 3 feet on the roof. And a hip roof is pretty strong. It's actually stronger than a gable end because they come in on all the angles like this. But I just felt I should go up there and maybe shovel it off, and I fell off the roof. And I landed in the fresh, deep snow, and nothing got hurt. But had that been bare ground, oh, there would be big trouble, if not paralyzed or dead. So again, be careful going on your roof. And if you're not comfortable, get a professional to do all this for you. So that being said, so I'm making my own leaf guards out of this wire. And you can see what this looks like. They say it's 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch, and I found it on Amazon. And what they call it is 23 gauge galvanized, 2 feet this way by 50 feet long. And I'll link it up. It says it's galvanized and rough proof, galvanized before welding, made of heavy-duty galvanized wire, and providing durability, corrosion resistance, and long life. Not too stiff. Material will conform to rolled out shape as a guard for fruit trees. So I figured, you know what, galvanized, I've seen people make these things out of pretty much just steel, which will rust. And there's been some videos. I saw one, and I'm not going to mention the company's name, but I just saw it when I was looking to see if somebody else had done this idea. I saw this one company that the mesh was so small, it was like looking at a screen door, which, yeah, that'll filter like so much. And actually, I thought this was going to be a little bit larger than this, so it might catch some debris anyway that gets caught in itself. Now, much is going to go through it, definitely not in leaves. And so there's one company that their screen is so fine. There's complaints about the water in the wintertime freezing over it, and then it doesn't. It freezes because the holes in the screen, or the squares or whatever they are so small. It freezes, and then it doesn't. Because water will bridge itself. The molecules want to hold together. That's why you can fill a glass up and start slowly filling it over the edge of the glass, and you'll actually see a bubble before it drips over. Water, the molecules want to hold themselves together, and that's why I guess it gets in the screen and then freezes, and then the rest of the water just glides over and it makes a, you know, glacier, and then when it melts in the sun, it falls in a driveway and people slip and get hurt and whatnot. So, and then there's other gutter guards that I saw, and they basically is a piece of plastic and it goes almost to the edge and then rolls over, and there's slots cut in it. And they show in the commercial where it rains and the water's rolling over that and going in, and it probably does, but I don't think there's any way in a real hard pouring rain that all that water is going to roll over and go in there. I think it's going to cascade over in those circumstances. Otherwise, it probably works fine. But the other thing is, all those gutter companies that you see on TV, they're offering like $99 installation fee and then financing and stuff. So how much can the damn stuff cost? And I actually looked up some of them online, and they run into the thousands. And this roll here was $45.88. It's 50 foot long, and I don't know how much I'm going to get out of it. And I was thinking about whether I want to make 2 foot pieces so it's easy to work with, roll it out and cut it all the way across the 50 foot, and I don't know yet. But what I want to do right now, and this video may take several days, but what I want to do right now, because it's dry before it rains again, is I want to go up and clean the gutters with a blower, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And remember, look back, listen to everything I said about safety, please. Okay, so let's go up on the roof. Okay, hopefully you can hear me over the blower running. But one of the things I recommend is, well, I got work boots on, and they're good fitting work boots. They're nice and tight around the ankle, and they're no way, shape or form loose fitting boots, because the more your foot slops around, the more dangerous a roof is. And the other thing is, I recommend, if you're using a blower, start it on the ground, warm it up so you don't have problems going up on top. If you're uncomfortable with starting the blower on the ground, still warm it up, shut it off, and then sit on the peak of your roof with one leg over on one side and one on the other, and then pull the rope, because you don't want to lose your balance pulling to start your blower and then set you up for something possibly very dangerous, if not deadly. Okay, so I think you can see I do have a little bit of debris. I'm not going to blow the whole roof and bore you to death. I probably did already. So I'm just going to show you how I blow the roof, and I'll blow it from the center and go each way. And this, like I said, this has a hip roof, so I have gutters all the way around. So I'm going to start right here. Okay, so while I was up here and I got to the other side of the house, I found another safety issue that is really worth mentioning. Okay, so in the front of the house, I have electrical wires. Now, this house was built in the 60s, and it was a little more expensive to do things this way. That's back when they built things better, instead of just slamming a wire up the side of the house with staples and then coming in the side. This one, it comes in from the road and goes in up there into that pipe. And if you have this kind of wire set up, you're looking at high voltage right there. This house is 215, 230, something like that. So in other words, it has two hots of either 110 or 115 volts. And most people have been shocked by plugging something in once in a while, but if you get hit by both of those and you're on a roof, even if you get hit by one of those, you know how getting shocked is like paralyzing, and you get the message. You don't want to get electrocuted or stunned and then fall off the roof again. And then plus, when you're around there, that's an extreme tripping hazard. So you want to stay back from there. Maybe blow from, when you get about 3 feet from either side, just blow it again, and blow it again. This stuff will eventually come out. Okay, going up on the roof, you can see that I have a very small gap here, probably about, let's say, 1.5 inches from the shingle to the gutter. I think I'm going to go with about 5 inches, so that way it'll be under the shingle quite a bit, and I could decide whether I want it to hang over the gutter or come up to just the inside of the gutter. So I'm going to go down and cut some now. Okay, laying down on top of this cement patio, it's almost invisible, but I'm going to go out about 5 inches, I said. So that puts it, let's say, right about here. And I'm using these big pair of snips just to go right along the cut. So this is going to take a while, so I'm just going to cut it off right here, and we'll get to the point in a little bit. After I cut it, we'll put it under the shingles. Alright, so we're going to put it under the shingles now. So this is cool. Okay, I did get out my big extension ladder. I moved to the side of the house to do the first piece. What I found out is a 15-foot piece with one person is not going to work. It just keeps, you just can't work it under. You need at least 2 people or shorter pieces. So I made a piece 5 foot long, and it was manageable. And I actually started further down the other direction and slid it this way because I'm heading towards the corner. And the corner is tighter, so I'm going to have to make a smaller piece just for the corner right there. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this camera back on the tripod, pointing down at the gutter, and I'm going to dump some water across the roof so we can see that it doesn't stop the water from going in. Of course, some always is going to go over, especially this isn't much of a gap. It's like I said, I think it's 1.5 inch opening. I don't know if that's the way roofs are supposed to be, or they just did it that way. I mean, this was a professional roof company that did this, so I imagine it's the right thing to do. And of course, in a super hard rainstorm, of course it's going to go flying over the side. So we're just talking about normal rainstorm. So I'm going to set up the camera and we'll get going. Okay, I believe that's visible now. Now I'm just going to empty some water on the roof. We can watch it go in. You see the majority of it's going in, and this is harder than a typical rain. And like I said, of course, some is always going to go over the side, but you can see it'll stop leaves from going in because of the size of the mesh. But it's not too small. Like I just actually saw an article in one of the sales flyers that come in the, you know, those free papers they put in your mailbox, and it had one of those leaf companies in it, and it's saying 10% off, financing. So imagine that, you're going to need financing to do this. So you could, it's obvious that these things cost a lot of money. So this is I'm going to do the whole roof like this, and hopefully I don't have to go in and you know, clean out the leaves anymore. You know, just there's going to be some sediment in there, some of the pebbles or little tiny flakes of stone that come off the shingles over time. You could still get up here with a garden hose and blast that, and or even take your bucket of water and do this to wash it out. Actually, I could see some of it washing out now. So that's it. Thank you for watching.